Hello and welcome back to Lord Anime Plays Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake. I am your host Lord Fen. In part 12 of Dragon Quest 1 HD-2D Remake walkthrough video, we're going to the Field of Flowers, Mini Metal Palace I think it's called, and finally get the magic key. We're going to do a lot of things in this video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Dragon Quest series videos like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell to be updated much more. In the last video, we went into the ruins of Damdara. Yeah, that was very tragic, but we got collectibles there. Plus, we returned to the Faerie Village before that. Saw the fairies there, and we have a quest to finish up to get the magic key. Now, in this video, we're going to the Field of Flowers first, plus other places, then finally, the magic key will be ours. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is walk to the Field of Flowers, so let's use the zoom spell for that. So before we actually go to the Field of Flowers, we'll go ahead and go into the secret spot 7. It's actually on the way there. Also on the way to the Citadel of the Monarch of Medals from Damdara. You want to do is actually go southwest. That's where the secret spot is at. Now I'm going to go ahead and just fight for a while since if I get to a certain point, a few new enemies might appear. Okay, so far the same ones. Let's go ahead and attack Spirit of Halloween. There you go. Ugly orange. So now let's attack this knight. Hopefully he drops some iron armor. That would be very nice. Just trust me, I'm going to show you how much gold you're going to need. Yeah, it's a lot. So let's go over here. Let's make sure it's there. Okay, nothing. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just say screw it, holy protection. I see a sparkly, so I'm not getting into combat at all. I'll let that wear off once I am done, of course, with the secret spot. Chimera wings. Oh, this is important here. So let's see. That's a key item. That is some kind of feather. And yeah, that's the spot there exactly. Make sure you get the sparkling spot, because if not, you're going to lose out. After you're done with that, we're going to go ahead and go into secret spot 7. There's actually a collectible there. So we're going to start the video off right under 5 minutes, get a collectible. We got one already, so we got 2 now. Let's go in. Let's see here what's in the secret spot. Around here somewhere should be some gold. It takes a bit until, of course, the icon appears. Where is it at? Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk to him first. Anyway, it's the southwest from the Thuggy. Yeah, I think that's what he's called. Or Bandit. Or Thug. Or Tuffy, whatever his name is. And it's the gold. Now, northeast of this bandit, or whatever he is, there should be mini metal number 18. So that is 18 out of 40. How I know that, you will see once I do get to the Citadel of, I think, Metals. Yeah, the mini metal palace. We're going to go ahead and finish this up. Okay, this guy's just telling you about these techniques were given names by Erdrick. He's boggled, but not really if you inspect them, which is nice. Mainly, most of those techniques are against a certain monsters. They do extra damage against it. Stealth suit, so it'll make you more likely to make Padfoot last slightly a little bit longer. I need to memorize that. I had to reload a save on that. There you go. So anyways, use Padfoot, then Stealth suit makes it a little bit lasting longer or something like that. Also, yeah, it makes it easier to sneak around, I guess, for something later on. I know it was more useful in Dragon Quest 3 HD-2D Remake. We're done here. Let's go to the next part. We're going to go ahead and go to the Field of Flowers. That's the next destination. After that, we got another destination. So it's just so far we got 1 out of 3 already. So let's go in this place. Now, if you did not get the dream sequence in the Faerie Village, then the 2 items will not be here. If you get the dream secrets, then 2 items will be there, and then after that will be a cutscene. So item number 1's here, so there's only 2 treasures to collect. Yeah, Wakerobin, so that's 1. Now we got to get the Glimmergrass. So the next one is easy. Just go this direction, and then definitely loot that up there. After that, it'll trigger a cutscene. We'll give you another set of 2 items. It's one type of item, but it's 2 of them. It is very important, though. Now that is done, next destination is called the Citadel of the Monarch of Medals. If you played any of the Dragon Quest games, I think it started out, and if I remember correctly, was 8. Might be wrong though. Well, anyways, 8 started the mini medal phase, and what happened was you got to collect these mini medals. More you collect, more better items you get. They start putting them in the remakes and remasters, which was very neat. I know if I remember correctly, it was the 3DS version of Dragon Quest VII. They put a whole bunch of mini medals there. Let me tell you, I think I got most of them so far. I'm almost done with that. I just gotta get back on the game someday. So anyways, you go north here, and what's there is gold, oomph powder, and earrings. Now these earrings will give you protection against fire, which is fire attacks and spells, which is very useful. I would advise equipping that because it'll help you out later on in the game. So let's go ahead and do that. I love the ruby waistband, but that's going bye-bye. Eventually I have to get rid of the elevating shoes though, but not now. Okay, there you go. Oh, where's that? Agility, not the 10-ton toupee. That's a cursed item. And there you go. Our next place, I should say, more like it now, is the Mini Medal Palace. We'll call it that. I'm just organizing my inventory. If I could get some metal slimes, that would be great to show you all that. Around the Mini Medal Palace are the metal slimes. I heard there's another location they're at, but we'll see. Again, metal slimes are 3 to 4 hit points. They have a tendency to run away. They only take 1 point of damage unless you do a critical hit like that. Good idea to use any weapons that attacks all foes at once. I don't know if there's any magic from Dragon Quest III, like the Bee Dragon one, that helps as well, but we'll find out. A few more hits on that slime. Hopefully I get 3k worth of EXP. Let's see here. Okay, and by the way, the metal slimes will always go first unless you have a certain amount of agility. Remember that. There you have it. It is now down. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go inside this nice citadel and turn on our mini medals. Welcome to the Citadel of the Monarch of Medals. That's why I decided to use this as a thumbnail, because people have been looking for this place. Well, this episode has it. And this is like the naming way NPC, like you see in Final Fantasy if you want to change your name, but I am not. And this guy talks about great treasure that's kept there. Yeah, there's going to be some good treasure though. You'll see in a few moments. So let's go ahead and get the first set. There's total 6 treasure chests, so you know what everyone, let's go ahead and bust one open. Now each of these treasure chests is depending on what keys you have. The red ones, we have a thieves key. Hopefully be able to open up the other 2, or next time at least. Let me explain about Reheal. So Reheal does this is you cast it in combat. It's a combat only spell, but it regenerates a certain amount of hit points per round. This is extremely useful if you get poisoned or something like that. Yes, it gradually restores HP. Very powerful magic, so if you want to, you could cast that at the start of combat or at a certain situation. So we're done here. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I have to save up for. You're going to just go, oh my goodness, this shop is crazy. Now, that's where you save to. Talk to this NPC. And I think you have to get about over 42k worth of gold. Dragon's Claw, very useful when you get that. We'll also go ahead and get the magic shield as well. Let's see here. Where we got the Hermes hat. The dragon mail is great to have. And that's about it. We already got the magic armor. So that's about 42k plus gold. So let's go ahead and talk to her. Then get the list of mini medal rewards. So I'm going to go ahead and check those out. Now this bookshelf will tell you all mini medal prizes. The cap in the game is usually the highest, which is, by the way, 40 mini medals. I have 18, so I'll be able to get up to the swallowtail. I'll try to explain about each of them best as I can. Now, this whip is a staple later on Dragon Quest series weapon. It's very good to have. Good idea to rest at the end as well, too. 64 pieces of gold is very expensive, but that's all right. Now, next up, we're going to go ahead and get is another treasure chest, since it's one of each color. There's a red one in there. We got a thieves key for that. So you know what we'll go ahead and do? Get that treasure chest before we decide to turn all the mini medals. So the good news is the door anybody could definitely open up. So let's go there now. Controller almost died, by the way. And there you go, Sage's Elixir. This heals you of 80 MP. Really useful for long battles. We're done here. Next part, we're going to talk to the master of this place and turn the medals. I'm going to go ahead and go over each of the rewards, some of them quickly. So the first one I'm about to get is, you guessed it, is a prayer ring. Again, keep on using it. At times it can break. Good to have for endgame. So we're going to go ahead and save quite a few of them, much as we can. And this guy here is the one you turn in the medals. At this point in the game, after you get the first time here, you just got to turn them in every time you get a certain number. So let's go ahead and see what he does when I definitely start turning these in. He goes, my young medal seeker in the making. And yeah, you heard that right. I'm going to turn this in. So everybody's going to go ahead and enjoy the rewards. Normally I do one at a time, but there's so much. Yeah, the last game, it was there early on. And it tells me I have total 18 thus far. So delivering 5. Like I said before, it's a prayer ring. I thought it was 3, but it's 5. Now, next up is delivering 8. It's a Parallel Scholar Specs. Gives you points in wisdom. Next up is Wild Side Scroll. I'll talk about that in a few moments. There you go. I probably should timestamp it, but still, it's a reward for mini medals. Turning in 12 is a Glumbario. This will cut MP use in half with spells and such if you want to go that route. 15 you turn is a Dragon Shield. Protects against fire and ice attacks. 17 is a Swallowtail, which is a wind boomerang. Hits all foes, but here's the problem. Some foes are immune to it, so bad idea to have it. The damage is nice, but I could get better weapons out there. So what we're going to go ahead and do is equip the Dragon Shield. That is very good. Get rid of the Ice Shield. We no longer need it. Let's see here. What else? Okay, we're not going to turn that. I'll use that. I forgot to equip that. Oops. Let's get the Stealth Suit. And there you go. So we're done here. And now let's go ahead and talk about the Wild Side Scroll. And for those of you who play Dragon Quest III HD-2D Remake, that was one powerful Monster Wrangler ability. So Wild Side does this is for a short amount of time in battle, about 3 or 4 rounds, you'll be able to attack 2 times per round. Now that's the upside. Downside, it costs 30 magic points. Yeah, they made it very expensive compared to the last game. But it is very powerful. This will turn the tide for battles up ahead. In fact, there's a boss fight up ahead as soon as we get to the Faerie Village. I'll go over tactics on that as the battle starts. It's not too hard. So we're going to go ahead and trigger a cutscene at the Faerie Village. After that, we'll defeat the bosses and get the item. The boss you're about to face is 1 Knight Errant and of course 4, you guessed it, Dark Skeletons. Go ahead and use Wild Side. You'll attack 2 times per round. Now a good part is I have some nice armor from Rimuldar and exploring the worlds. That helps me out greatly. The Dark Skeletons love to use Kasaf and of course Whoosh, so we'll go ahead and attack the Dark Skeletons. Alright, we've taken 1 down. Since we have Wild Side, we'll be able to attack twice. This will make killing the Dark Skeletons very easy. Alright, no problem at all. There's a Fizzle. The Knight Errant tried to do that. So take out the Skeletons, then take out the Knight Errant, and that's about it. Just keep on applying Wild Side when it wears off. So like I said before, you get 2 times per round instead of 1. It'll make the battles a lot more quicker. So let's do that. And there you go. Now it could be 2 turns for the price of 1. Just like some of the other monsters in the game. Okay, they're doing Kasap, so I'll have to be much more careful. Let's go ahead and take out these skeletons. 1's down. Let's see if I can take out the last one. And there, we just got 1 foe and that's it. So you know what we're going to do is Lightning Slash. That should do it. So Lightning Slash, I think if I remember correctly, they're weak to Night Errants. So let's take out one hit, and there you go. Boss is now defeat. After that, we get the Sunup Syrup ×2 because we defeated the foes and saved the Faerie Village, basically. So enjoy the cutscene. Next up is Rimuldar. We're going to go ahead and save the captain there. Use one of the Sunup Syrups. So sit back, enjoy the cutscenes, plus we're going to get a free item as well after that.
I am ashamed. Utterly ashamed. My father lay there, breathing what may well have been his last, and all I could think to do was brood upon my past mistakes. Meanwhile, not only didst thou refuse to give up hope, thou didst seek out a means by which it might be returned to us, and us all but strangers to thee. Thou hast my gratitude. I have not been kind to thee, but thou art noble indeed. What? Thou didst dream of Princess Gwaelin, who was held captive in some manner of cave? I had not wished to believe it, but we recovered this from the cave amid the swampland. 'Tis her necklace, without which she was seldom seen. And yet there it was, discarded upon the ground.
Mighty hero, I trust in thee. I trust that thou wilt return the light unto this benighted world of ours. And I trust that thou wilt come to mine aid. But thou must needs come quickly. I know not how much longer I can.
That light! What just occurred? What? The princess spoke to thee through her necklace? I heard naught whatsoever. But I shall take thee at thy word nonetheless. 'Tis plain thou art the hero of whom she spake, and the coming of whom she awaiteth most desperately. The necklace is thine. May it aid thee in thy quest. Now please, go to her.
That is one down plus the princess necklace. That's a very important key item as well. Let's go ahead and show that off to everyone. We got one more Sunup Syrup. We're going to go ahead and go back to the Cave of Dwarves. They'll automatically take us to the 3rd floor where the Dwarven Crafter is at. All we need to do is talk to a Dwarven Crafter, and then he'll be able to help out the one Warlock guy, Rimuldar. So let's go ahead and save him first, then get to Rimuldar. Now that he is saved, we have the ability now to get a magic key created. Go back to Rimuldar. Now, in order to get to the Warlock of Doorlocks, in case you forget, you need to do is go on the outskirts of Rimuldar. Just follow the way I'm going. At the northwest part of town, there's a house there. Enter it. After that, go ahead and go in. Watch a great cutscene. I do mean it is really great. And if you play the other versions of Dragon Quest 1 or Dragon Warrior 1 for the NES, you'll get a nice reference there. I will return after it's all done. Now we have the magic key. So what does the magic key do? It will open up any blue doors and chests. So before we go back to the Faerie Village to test it out, we're going back to Damdara. So after you do all this stuff up to this point, so before saving the princess, when you get the A-OK to do it, you need to see Zalen. Now, if you visit Zalen the first 2 times in the 2 ruins, he will be definitely here. So let's go ahead and cast Safe Passage and look for the guy. We're going to go ahead and talk to him. I will return after it's all done. Oh man, that is very tragic. So our last destination is the Faerie Village. The leader of the Faerie Village says come back here after you're done curing the 2, which I am definitely done. So before we actually go to the crafter's house, we're going to go ahead and test out, like I said, for the magic key. There's a blue chest here, so we're going to go ahead and bust that open. Now there you go. Inside is a Tempest Shield. This is a very powerful shield. And it does is protects you against explosive spells. Yeah, believe me, some of them are very powerful later on if you're not careful. So what we'll go ahead and do is get in the crafter house and craft our first sigil. There's a total of 5 of them. We're going to get the Soul Sigil first. So let's go ahead and craft that now.
And that's it done, right?
Yes, look at that light. All lovely and warm. That's the Soul Sigil, all right.
We did it! We did it! We made the first one! Hello? We just used those seeds you brought us to make something called the Soul Sigil.
Sigils are something the boss came up with. There's going to be 5 of them, and each of them will store a different power of nature. Life, the sun, the moon, the stars, and the water. She wants to use them to do something very, very important. What? You know about us wanting to use them to summon Lady Rubis? But how? How do you even know about her? I certainly didn't tell you. Ugh, which one of you spilled the beans?
It was her! I didn't say anything. I tried to stop her.
What? You little... They should call you the backstabber. It was... I had no choice, all right? And besides, that's how we ended up getting him to get those seeds for us. There wouldn't be a sigil if I hadn't told him. Hey, why don't we get him to find us the ingredients for all of them? After all, didn't Erdrick work with the fairies to get rid of that horrible old baddie way back when?
True. And I think this one can be trusted. You're descended from them, right? The heroes of old, or whatever you call them? Then help us. Help us call Lady Rubis back to this world. Good. Right, take the Soul Sigil with you.
Looks like it's pleased to be going along for the ride. If you find any more likely-looking ingredients, like those glowing seeds, bring them back here, all right? As to how the sigils will be made...
Ah, allow me, Chief. That's my area of expertise, after all.
Right. She's the expert, so if there's anything you don't understand, ask her.
Oh, ask away. I'll do my very best to keep the explanations simple.
So here's the deal. So when our hero's hit points are below 50%, you hold down the X on certain abilities or spells. You get a boost of those. That's 1 of 5. The next one, the Water Sigil, we need the Wellspring Stone from the 4th floor before at the Cave of Doors. Since we have that, check out that episode on how to get that. So we're going to go ahead and make the Water Sigil now. That is 2 of 5 sigils. The Water Sigil will amplify effects of some items. I don't know what that is yet. Hopefully it's like medical herbs or strong medicine. Our final destination to end the video is the Castle Town 10 jail. So let's go ahead and go there. Once I do arrive, I'll do a recap for this video. Here's a recap for the video. In total, we got ourselves another mini medals. That's total 18 out of 40. Then we resumed the story, got 2 important key items plus 2 seeds as well. Once that is done, we found the mini medal palace and we explored that. I have a lot of gold to save up in between this episode and the next one. Then, of course, we got some very nice items at the palace. Once that was said and done, we went back to the Faerie Village, defeated the boss there thanks to a wild side scroll from the mini medal guy. After that was finished, we got the Sunup Syrup. We cured 2 people, which is the captain of the guards and the Dwarven Crafter. So with the Dwarven Crafter cured, he met the Warlock guy. They made the magic key. After that, we met Zalen and then went back to the Faerie Village to make 2 sigils. In the next Dragon Quest 1 HD-2D remake video, we're going to go ahead and abuse the living crap out of the magic key. This is it for my Dragon Quest 1 HD-2D remake part 12, Fields of Flowers, and the Magic Key video. This is Lord Fent signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night. Do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more Dragon Quest series content just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and beat down this hooded menace. Yeah!